Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time stopping by, please don't forget to subscribe, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you for coming back, and I really appreciate you. I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support. Guys, the comment on the last video I put out, I can't even begin to explain. I so much love you guys, and I so much appreciate your encouragement, your support, your recommendation, your critiques. I see it all, and I really appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted. Like the love was massive. Funny enough, it doesn't have as much views as some of my videos, but the kind of organic response I got for it, guys, I don't even know how to start explaining. I really appreciate your support. I so much appreciate it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless you guys for me, because it is your love. Oh, it's your love that is bringing me back every weekend, to the extent that the video I planned to post last week that I couldn't post, that I recorded that one impromptu to post, I couldn't post it again this week. I had to shift it again because I just have to come back and come and tell you guys I so much appreciate your love and your support. Yeah, before I talk too much, what are we talking about today? So today I said I should come and share some of my, well, sad, it's not sad actually, is it exciting, some of my childhood experiences with you, and some of my funny childhood experiences. It's not just funny, it's some of them got me in trouble. I got enough punishments for some, and my mom doesn't beat me like that. I can count how many times my mom has ever beaten me. My mom I said beating me because I still feel I'm a baby. Well, I'm still my mommy's baby anytime, any day, period. Anyways, I can count how many times my mom beat me growing up, but some of them got me into trouble that I got the beating of my life. Guys, I mean the beating of my entire existence. Before I take your time for that, let's jump right into the video. So the first experience I'll be sharing with you guys has to be one fateful day. I think my mom went to school. My mom is a teacher, by the way. She's a retired headmistress. She went to school. Did she go to school or she went out? I can't really remember, but I know that she wasn't at home, and I was supposed to be in the house, in our room. Let me put it out there first. I grew up in a very big house. When I say very big, I mean a very big house. There's a two-story building here, there's a story building here, and there's a mosque. There is also a two-story building behind us. So you can imagine how big the compound is. I don't know what tribe I've not lived with. Have I lived with Igbo? No, I can't remember living with Igbo growing up. But I know that there was a time an Hausa man was living in our house. Yeah, I think Hausa has lived in our house before. Yeah, there was a Fulani lived in our house. I can remember very well. They were a very cute Fulani couple, like very beautiful husband, and I said beautiful husband, but yeah, because the man was actually very fine. I was very young, but I know that the man was very fine, very handsome man, and his beautiful wife. I can remember that the man doesn't allow his wife to fetch water. Is one that is always, because then the house we were living, which was well, we usually draw water from the well. The man is usually the one that fetches the water, the wife just cooks, and they were just beautiful couple. That's by the way, forget about that. So I've lived with Igala people, that's from Kogi State. I've lived with that's by the way. I'm just trying to say that I grew up in a very big house. So this day, there's this sister that I grew up with. She's like my first big sister, because she's older than me, and she's the person I grew up with that I look up to as a big sis. So this fateful day, they sent her to go and get eggs. There's a poultry that they usually get eggs from. I think the person that sent her gets it directly from the poultry to sell. So I followed her, which number one, they did not send me. Number two, my mother must not know that I left the house. I followed her. Shebi, as a good girl, I was supposed to follow her quietly and come back inside without causing any trouble. No, Kokin Shola doing. As we're going on our way, I told her I was thirsty. Ask me what kind of thirst that I was feeling. I cannot wait to get back home to drink water. But no, the basket that they gave her to collect, to use, to put all the eggs that she will buy, she'll just arrange it. They will arrange it inside the basket for her to bring home. I collected the basket. There's a cloth that they gave her that she was supposed to spread inside the basket so that they can arrange the eggs inside the basket so that it will not crack or anything. I collected the basket. I collected the cloth that I gave her. I tied it around the basket handle. There's a house on the way to the poultry. That house is it's a very popular house in our area then, because it was the only house that had satellite then. We used to call it a satellite in Ejigbo then. So the house is popular for the satellite, and also the well in that house is this short. You can literally, a small baby can literally stay and be taller than the well. That is how low the well was. And the good part about the well is that the water in it, it's so full, like it has full water. I said I wanted to fetch water from that well to drink. This stubborn girl that I am, I carry basket, tie Ankara, took inside well. As I was drawing it, that's how the Ankara that they gave the auntie to put inside basket, that's me, I turned to rope. That's how the Ankara, that's how it loosened, and the basket just fell inside the bag like that. Mind you, the woman that sent her the egg is not her mom too, and she's one of those strict ones. So guess what I did? I followed the basket. Yes, I entered the well. I went to go I followed the basket. I entered the well to go and look for, to go and pick the basket. So what I did was I placed my hand outside the well, on top of the pavement of the well. I don't know what I can call it. Then my leg was inside. Then I used my leg as an hanger. Then I used it to just hang the basket handle like this. Then I was coming up. As I was almost up, the basket fell back. I went back again. I think I was not just afraid. I was not afraid of the woman, my sister, my brother. I was afraid of my mother. The fear of Mrs. Bello is the beginning of wisdom. Mind you, my mommy does not used to beat me. Who says it's only the child that you beat that will be afraid of you? Even the ones you don't beat, they will be very much afraid of you. Just train them right. Put them in their place and let them know that Toba Shenyama Yama Waba Mimbe. Long story short, as I was coming out the second time, the auntie, she was able to rescue me and the basket together, because as I was coming, my hand just slipped and she was just able to hold me. And thank God I wasn't a big baby. I was very tiny and very, I don't want to use the word thin, but I was very slim. So she just pulled me out and the basket. We were able to get the basket safely home, and without anybody knowing what happened, except for myself and the sister that we went to the poultry together. Before we move further in this video, could you please do me a favor of liking, comment, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed? Thank you. Second experience I would like to share today has to be, this one is not exciting. The first one I said is not exciting too, but this one is, that one at least did not get me into trouble. This one got me into real trouble. When I say trouble, I mean real trouble. So this day I left our house. I told my mom I wanted to get something outside. Then instead of going back inside, I saw people gathered in our neighbor's house. I saw their slippers at the door. Then I said I should peep and see what was going on. Immediately I put my leg inside the house like this to peep. I don't even understand what was going on. My mom was also coming out of the house to check that. Where is this girl? She said she just wanted to get something. Why is she not back? I did not even understand what was going on inside, what they were watching, what was so exciting. I don't know. I not even understood what I was seeing. That's how my mother just came. Guess what they were watching? They were watching pornography. Ah! Oh my God. If they catch a thief in the market, the way they will beat that thief, I don't think the cane, the beating I got that day, a thief will get up to that. My mother beat me. She beat the living out of my body. Let's just say, apart from the beating, I received lecture. She now woke me up on top of it in the middle of the night. Let's say I was probably 10 or 12, I can't remember. She woke me up in the middle of the night to still talk to me about it and tell me what I saw and how it will affect me, how it will not affect me. The African mother in her, she was advising me and doing this and doing that. I don't even want to start, because as I'm remembering it, I remember the kind of punishment I served that day. After getting enough beating of my life, I still serve punishment. To the extent that they gave me food, I could not eat the food. Normally, my mother will allow you to finish eating before you get your insult, so that you will not end up not eating. Because as a child, I don't eat as much, so she doesn't want that starvation to enter it. She will allow you to finish eating, then she will not give you what you deserve. But this day, I did not eat because of the beating and the talk and the insult that I got that day. But when they gave me food, I knew at that point that they did not burn times 1 million of me well not to eat that food, because I know that the worst will come if I don't eat that food. So I still ate that food as I was crying. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe if you're a new subscriber. This one has to be one of the funniest and the craziest childhood experience I had. Mind you, I'm the only girl in my house. My brothers, well, according to my mom, she said my brothers didn't give her as much trouble as I ever given her, because she doesn't understand that I'm the girl. I'm supposed to be the calm one, the chill one. But no, I happen to be the one that always make her shout. I always be the one that will let people know that she's in the house. I always be people, I don't know. So it is what boys of my age are doing. That's what I will do. I don't think I have up to 3 female friends growing up. They are all boys. There's a garden in our house as well. Yeah, there's a mango tree there. They used to climb the tree during mango season. They will go and climb. They will climb the tree and pluck mangoes. But then you ask them to give you mango, they won't give you mango. Or when they are going to climb, you tell them that I'll climb and pluck for me, to they won't. So as a sharp girl now, you know, what's there? It's not a mango tree. Means I will just climb and just pluck my thing and eat. But on this unfaithful day, that's how my mother caught me. You're on the tree like this, that they catch you like this. You're on the tree like this. My mother was in, I don't know, I think she was at the backyard, and she just opened the window and she just saw her daughter like this on the tree. So she caught me like this. I cannot even say I'm not the one, or maybe I'm not the one. She just said, "Oh yeah, sokale benye. Oh yeah, mabo." Hey. As I was going, I wanted to throw the mango away. She said, "No, just pack the mangoes and be coming like this." As I was going upstairs, you know, when you are praying that where you are going should just be getting farther. It looked as if no, the house was not getting the gap, the distance between where you are going, it's actually shortened instead of it to be farther. She didn't beat me that day, sha, but I received punishment last, and of course she still talked to me. She gave me the insult of my life. Sure, you know when you give birth to a child that talks. They used to call me parrot teacher when I was in nursery school. I remember there was a time that whenever we want to sleep, myself and my mom, and I talked to her to an extent, my mommy would turn her back, and whatever I say, she will not reply me again. At that point, she's telling you, go and sleep. Oh, to sue me. Hey, I was a talkative. I remember there was a time that my class teacher wrote, I think I was in primary 2 or something, wrote she's a gentle girl or something like that on my report card. My mommy went to school and go and ask her, don't you use to mark register? Where is the girl that you said is gentle? This one gentle. She just had to be sure that the teacher knew who she was referring to, because she's also a teacher, who she was referring to as gentle in my report card. Because you can qualify me with other things, but not gentle, please. So this day, mommy sent me to the market. I think I was already in I can't remember actually. Don't let me just put a timeline to something I don't remember. I just know that she sent me to the market to get fish. On getting to the market, I got the fish. On my way back home, I saw my friend in her shop with her mom, in her mommy's shop with her mom, and I sat down, we started gisting, and I lost track of time. By the time I looked up and see what was going on, it was already dark. People were already packing to go back home. There was no handset for me then. I didn't have phone. My mom was already going crazy at home. She was looking for me everywhere. She had gone to the market and come back twice looking for her daughter. On my way home, I knew there was nothing I could do. I was going to get the beating, or probably the beating of my life, because I knew I had overdone it. No mother deserves that kind of thing. Kai. The fish I went to buy, you know, when fish, it has defrozen, it was very soft and it was mashed. I don't even know how to explain it. It was really, I was so sad. I didn't know, I was so scared. I didn't know how to go home. I didn't know if I should go home. I was so scared. On my way home, I was already reciting my last prayers because I thought I was going to get the beating of my life, and my mom was probably going to disown me. But to my greatest surprise, I got home and my mom just checked me if everything in my body was complete, and she just collected her fish and she just asked me to go inside, and that was it. And we never talked about it again. And I think what happened there was that the fact that she had thought something had happened to me. And I think what happened there was that she thought something had happened to me, and probably she was grateful I was back at home and there's nothing wrong with me. Or she thought if she think of beating me, she would probably hospitalize me. I don't know what happened. I just know that that day and like 4 days after, I was checking my moves and checking my actions, making sure I did not cross her path, making sure nothing can ever trigger her to beat me. I just know that that singular act, I did not get beaten for it, or other than where have you been, and I told her I was in so and so person's shop. Till today, I don't know the reason why she didn't kill me, because I was expecting that she was going to kill me, slaughter me that day, because by the time I go back home, mommy had gone to the market twice. Last one I'm going to be sharing with you guys is going to be the Christmas period. It is that time of the year. I heard the sound of a banger today, and I was like, wow, so these people to actually throw banger. I don't mean the one that goes up and fireworks, no, I mean the real banger, the real Nigerian bang 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 banger. Yeah. Growing up in my area, there are some sets that was another sound of banger. There are some set of children that usually throw banger, and people don't know these children. Fine, they know one of them, and they know that there's usually one girl among them, one girl, and I'm sure I don't ever think that it is me. They wait for my mom. My mom's friend usually comes to our house when I was young, and in the evening when she's coming back from shop, and my mom will see her off. So they usually wait for the time, the specific time that my mom will see her friend off. Then they come and pick me as the gang member. I don't even know who was the leader. I'll come and pack ourselves. They shall come out. They wait patiently till mommy sees her friend off. Then they come and call me. Then we'll go, just throw the banger. And trust me, I was always the first person that I'll be in the front when they are running. You will never catch me. You can never ever catch me. I'll be in the front. I would have run. Then we'll wait for it to die down again. We'll still throw another one. Where people are sitting down, that's where we throw like 7 sounds, 6 sounds. We throw it in the midst of people, and then we'll run out. I just thank God that with everything, I'm still here today. I didn't go with any, and I wasn't a bad child. I can say that for myself, at least. Yeah. Anyways guys, that is that about that on this episode. Till next time I bring another exciting content to you. I'd love if you drop 1 or 2 childhood experience, whether good, whether crazy, whether exciting, whether bad, in the comment section, and let's laugh together. Don't forget to like this video. If you're a new subscriber, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Drop a comment as well, I would appreciate it. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you guys, I really appreciate you. Until the next time I see you, I say thank you, peace out. Mwah.